Look at that little baby.
I don't know if any of these pictures might accidentally give off the gender, but there you go.
The baby's so cute.
I have no idea what in the hell these are, what any of these mean. I just know they're good for memories.
Smoking OG to keep me stay steady. I know the clip, I always stay ready. Had that boy puking like mama spaghetti.
안녕.
Also YouTube, it's your boy Gohan.
It's your girl Rose, aka C twice, aka Chocolate Thunder, aka Sedum. And welcome back to our channel. So, I just recently had my 20-week ultrasound, and I wanted to take you guys along with me and kind of just show you what happens when I go on my doctor's visits for the baby. So pretty much every time is going to be different, but I'm just going to walk you through what's most likely going to happen during your 20-week visit. So for all my ladies out there that are pregnant, early pregnancy, whatever, here's pretty much what you can expect at about 20 weeks. And especially if you're planning on having kids this year or during COVID, pretty much the procedures are going to be really different. So for this visit, Savon actually wasn't allowed to come because they wanted to keep up as much space as possible. So only like me and Dad went. Obviously you have to be wearing your mask. The procedures that they take is pretty much, they just have you do your whole regular sign in, your name, your birthday, all that stuff to identify who you are. And then they take your temperature, make sure you haven't been around anybody with COVID, blah, 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 blah. Next, when I went back into the office, I actually ended up having to get a full body examination. So basically they strip you down butt naked. I was in a little robe. I had nothing on underneath. Like you literally take off everything, like underwear, bra, everything. So what they're gonna be looking for in this examination is they're going to be doing a breast exam. They do a pap smear, and then they also check the width of your belly, I think, to make sure that you're growing at like a okay rate. After they're done with like your breast exam, your pap smear, and checking the width of your belly, you put your clothes back on. Oh, they also check the baby's heartbeat to make sure that it's at a normal rate, because usually at this time you're not really getting any more ultrasounds after this week, at least for the hospital that I'm going to. They're also gonna check your blood pressure to make sure that it's also a normal blood pressure. Don't want it to be too high, don't want it to be too low, because if you're pregnant, you know that there can be a lot of complications with blood pressure. So after you're all done with your whole checkup, they are going to be offering you some shots. Usually the shots that they offer you at this time are going to be the Tdap vaccine and the flu vaccine, just because they want to make sure that you're good and baby's good. Not only are you protected, you're also protecting the baby, because the last thing that you want to do is be sick during pregnancy. Honestly, it's probably horrible. Like, keep in mind that these shots are completely optional. You don't have to take them if you don't want to. I just prefer to take them, and we've had this conversation as well, and we both just collectively decided that it was better for me to take the shot. I will warn you though that there is a little bit of soreness. It doesn't really hurt that much, and the needles are really small, but it does leave your arm sore for a couple days. Both of the vaccines do. I only had to get the Tdap once, but I got the flu vaccine for both pregnancies. So the next thing that you're probably gonna have to do is get some blood work done. And if you have small veins like me, this really sucks, because I actually had to get it done right here. Usually when you get blood drawn, you do it like right here and stuff, but they couldn't find any of these veins, and you don't want to get stabbed like a million times looking for a vein. So they just ended up doing it in a vein that they could see. Here actually does hurt a lot more than it would here, but you get some blood work done. This is actually really important because it tests for anything that might be in your blood. So for me, this was especially important because I found out that I was anemic with Savon. So I had to increase my iron intake. So even though I was thinking that I'm doing all the right things, like I'm taking my prenatals or whatever, you know, I still had an iron deficiency. And that's what's gonna make you tired. That's what's gonna make you lethargic, all that stuff. You're not gonna want to move. Like, you're already tired during pregnancy. You're making a baby, you're making arms, you're making legs. Like, even if you're not doing anything, you're doing something. So it's already exhausting. You don't want to have anemia on that. So just getting this blood work done is really beneficial. Making sure everything's okay, making sure you're okay, because you are so important, baby mama. Oh, another fun fact about the blood work is actually, with nowadays the technology, you can actually find out the gender of your baby at 9 weeks. I personally didn't do that because I already don't trust those doctors, okay? Those ultrasound people, you had one job. I'm still salty. I mean, I love my baby boy, but you know what I mean? So for all those new mamas out there, whatever, if you're earlier on in your pregnancy, this is definitely something that you can try. And let me know if you've already done this. Let me know if it's actually accurate and it works, because I want to know for the next one. Once they are done stabbing you with needles, the fun part is next. You finally get to see your baby. So this is when they're gonna go through the ultrasound. So we did manage to get a little bit of footage from the ultrasound room. Homeboy was being a little pussy. You didn't want to record anything.
Yeah, I had a chamba and I put my phone under and I was like recording and stuff.
It was so funny. We even asked the lady if we could record in there, and he was like, "Oh, I don't want to interfere with the electrical." You just didn't want to record.
Hey, it's a fair thing.
It's not. We could have gotten so much good footage for the people.
Yeah, but it's dangerous. They might malfunction and stuff.
It was not gonna malfunction. She wouldn't have let us record at all.
Okay.
We don't have footage. Any good footage? It's not me. You got some splaining to do.
What?
You better apologize to them.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Ruining this informational experience.
If we don't have a really good footage, like sorry guys. I was trying to keep it like minimal as possible.
Yeah, it was also a really intimate experience or whatever. It's his first time seeing the baby, my first time seeing the baby. So for us, this ultrasound lasted about 45 minutes. You want to make sure that when you go in to get your ultrasound done, that you're going in with like a full bladder. So just make sure that you're drinking a lot of liquids. You should have to go pee by the time that the ultrasound is done, and that's actually what they want from you, because they will also end up getting a urine sample as well. So they take pictures of pretty much everything. They're taking pictures of the feet, they're taking pictures of the hands. So even though we didn't get a lot of footage of what was going on in the actual room, we did get footage of the baby's heartbeat and actually the heart moving. So we wanted to share that with you guys. So obviously every doctor is different, every state is different. You're gonna have different protocols depending on where you are for the whole pregnancy thing, but this is just a little bit of what went on during my experience, and I really wanted to take you guys along this journey with us a little bit more so than we did with Simone, and educate a lot of the young women out there that are either currently pregnant in the earliest stages of pregnancy or planning on having babies in the future. This is probably a little bit of what to expect when you're expecting. I know this video was a little bit different. It was a little bit more educational, but I just really thought it would be fun to share a little bit of what I'm going through with you guys and really just allow for a little bit more intimacy.
Gin and juice, versatile. Sometimes we come through the funny stuff, sometimes music. Right now we come through education, you know what I'm saying? So the ultrasound, every time I go there, I just sit down and I just see like the baby. I don't even know where the head is, where like the spine is and stuff. I just see like a lump moving around.
Right, we're always trying to guess like what it is.
Yeah, we're like, oh, that's definitely the hands. I see the fingers. That's what you said. And then she was like, no, it's the toes.
Right.
It's kind of fun. It's like it's just exciting. It's like it's just seeing something live. It's exciting. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same as like just seeing it through the screen. It's like, ooh.
And guys, just to let you know, we do have the gender. I don't know it. Bae knows the gender. We're gonna do the whole gender reveal or whatever, but we have the gender in an envelope.
Hey, this time the doctor was like, oh, so you only want your husband to know, and then he's just like, come here, and then she showed me the picture with she wrote something on the bottom saying it's the
gender. If you're wondering how he would know but I wouldn't know, they actually turned the camera off for when they were trying to find the gender of the baby. I don't believe it, guys, because let me tell you what happened, okay? This is what happened. Homegirl, she like turned on the camera, right? She looked at it for like 5 seconds, and then she was like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off because I feel like I can already see the gender. I was like, you looked at it for 2.5 seconds, but you knew
the cardiac. She was being all like,
you looked at it for 2.5 seconds. Judging on his reaction though, I feel like we already know what it is. Okay, so this is how he reacted to finding out the gender, right? Because he opened it up in front of me. He like couldn't wait, right? So hold on, give me a paper so I can reenact.
There's no paper.
Give me the Bible. Give me the Bible so I can reenact it.
Bible.
So we'll pretend that this is the envelope that homegirl gave him. He literally like opened it up. Ooh, that's upside down. No, Jesus, take the wheel. Anyways, so he opened it up, right? He saw the results and he went, so what do you guys think that reaction means? Either he's a really good actor and he's trying to throw me off my game, or B,
I'm a bad actor.
Exactly.
The fact that I'm saying I'm a bad actor might mean I'm a good actor. I'm acting till the end.
I hope you are.
Let's see.
I couldn't tell if it was like a sigh of relief or like a sigh of stress, to be honest. I was like, are you okay? 어떻게 생겼는지
궁금해?
궁금해.
아 진짜 세반이
세변이랑 똑같이 생길까?
아 절대 똑같이 안 생기지. 다르게 생기지.
근데 어떻게 다르게 생길 수 있을까?
그거 알 수가 없어 진짜. Billions, more than like trillions of possibilities.
Like, I'm excited to see like their eye shape, their nose, their lips, like, because I feel like Saban looks a lot like both of us actually. He's like almost the perfect mixture of both of us. I don't think his hair is gonna get curly.
I mean, it's pretty curly already, I think.
It's like wavy though. It's not like, I think he's around like a 3B. His hair is turning into like a cute little afro, guys.
I like it. Anyways, guys, if you like these kind of videos and if you want to see more videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. But also tune in next week for more
Videos!
하나, 둘, 셋,
Bye!